Hey all, welcome back. April is Alaska Archaeology Month, and this is part 2 of replicating an ocean-based slate spear point. Last week, we went down to the National Park Service curatorial facility here in Anchorage and looked at some actual Ocean Bay artifacts and some of the tools they used to make slate and spear points, compared to some of the tools I have. So this week, we're going to start roughing out one out of a piece of slate that I have here. I have 2 different kinds of slate. This one here is from the Hope area on Turnagain Arm. This piece here is from Kodiak, specifically Afognak Island. This one's from the beach. It's nice and rounded, pretty high quality stuff. This one is from the mined out of the mountains. It's a little bit rougher shape, not as smooth, a little bit thicker, actually quite a bit thicker. So I'm going to try and split this. Got an antler chisel here, a bone chisel here from moose leg bone, and just a large rock with a sharp edge. First, we'll try using this antler chisel here to see how it works. And I got a few different hammer stones here. Smaller one I showed you guys last week, new one to my collection, and this one I've used a bunch. I'm going to try using this one here first. Nothing. I broke off a little piece here, but not enough to work with. And it's really chewing up the end of the chisel here. Let's try this bone one here. There you go, it's just small pieces breaking off. In fact, the bone is disintegrating here. So that's clearly not going to work. Let's try this right here. If this doesn't split it, I don't know what will. And since we got a pretty big stone chisel here, we'll use a little bit bigger stone. No, that's not too bad a piece, but it's more chipping than actually splitting. Yeah, it's just, this chunk is not splitting well, and it's almost borderline shale rather than high quality slate. So it's just kind of fracturing. So now that I've shown you some of the drawbacks of this poorer material here, we're going to use some of this nicer stuff from Afognak Island. And it's already about the right thickness. It's down less than, it's a 1/4 to 1/3 of an inch. And I'm going to make probably 2 grooves on each side. I like this edge here, and so I'm going to groove it here first. Take that off, and then groove another one maybe an inch over and straight through. And I'll flip it over and do the same. And you groove it on both sides so you don't have to groove it all the way through. So that way, when you get pretty close on each side, you can just snap it. And that's a little quicker technique, and ensures you get a nice straight edge. Well, of course, I'm trying to keep a straight line here, and that's always a little easier said than done, but it's not too bad. It sounds about like nails on a chalkboard, And so you can already see the line I'm cutting here. That's it. It's pretty straight. And whammo, one side is done. It's better to be a little cautious than to snap it in half the wrong way. Well, I made a pretty poor choice. So a couple of things here. One, I should have grooved it longer. Got a little impatient. Two, I should have supported this piece better when I was trying to pressure and snap it and not just hit it with a large rock. Support and even pressure are key. But we also still have that backup. So we got a couple of pieces here for next week's installment where we will shape these pieces roughly into spear points and get a start on them. And then the fourth and final week, we will finish them up. So hope you've enjoyed this and tune in next week.